edible flower. I'm actually starting to get a little bit of a migraine. Bottoms up. Cheers. It looks like honey. So, my pajamas looks like I ordered more food. It's looking beautiful. Doing wine tasting. Here's what it looks like. Let's taste it. I've got my English tea and I'm gonna get ready to tell you all the pros and cons. Pros and cons, or maybe just mostly pros with flying with Qatar Airways. In case you're wondering why my kettle is in the toilet, it's because I don't have space anymore in my kitchen and I couldn't actually find where the outlet is. At least here I have a lot of space. Okay, there's a bit of a problem. Oh my goodness. Okay, so without further ado, let's get straight to it and I'll tell you why I absolutely love flying with Qatar Airways. Pros and cons with flying with Qatar Airways. For the past year or two, I've been flying with Qatar Airways and I flew business class for about 4 times now. Mind you, if it weren't for my medical condition, I would actually be flying economy. But due to my spine issues, I do need to lay down from time to time. Here are my pros and cons with flying business class using Qatar Airways. So I thought now would be the perfect time to tell you why I love traveling with Qatar Airways. I literally just got back from my flight and everything is all so fresh. So as I'm talking, I'm going to be flashing a couple of clips during my flight so you can see more or less what it was like when I was flying with Qatar Airways. First pro is the dine-on-demand experience, where anytime during your flight, they will serve you an actual meal and at the same time, set up as you would have at the restaurant. Some airlines just serve snacks like sandwiches or maybe instant noodles. But with business class at Qatar Airways, they will serve legit meals or even a wine and cheese platter to go with some port or dessert wine. In my case, I had wine tasting and I just didn't want to get drunk in the plane because there's just so much drinks to try. So a little sip here and there, and the flight attendants are just so happy and willing to assist you all the time. The next pro is obviously the spaciousness of the cabin or seat. The Q Suite is designed to feel like the first class with your own private cabin and sliding door. You do have an allowance of 40 kilograms of luggage and you get to board the plane first with no line or queue. Another pro is that when you leave the plane, the first and business class get to go first. It's actually also the same when you board the plane. So if you're worried about the pandemic or being too close to other people, you actually have the choice to board whenever you want and you can skip the line. I live with my parents currently and I just want to be safe for their sake as well. They're seniors and I just want to make sure I come home clean, and I do it out of safety reasons and also for my back reasons as well. My back is so bad that I need to lay down and stretch from time to time. Another pro that I can say is that if you're always flying with them, the initial bag allowance is 40 kilograms, but because I've been flying with Qatar Airways for quite some time now, they've added another 10 kilograms to the already existing 40 kilograms. So having said that you get to board the plane first, it also means you get to leave the plane first. You get to be the first on the immigration line. Now for the cons, and this is very, very little, I would say that the bathrooms seem just slightly bigger with better interiors. I would have hoped the toilets would be more spacious since we are paying a premium, but it can do with some improvements. Otherwise, I've always been very happy with the quality of customer service flying with Qatar Airways. Oh, and one last con I'd have to add. Unfortunately, flying business class from Manila to the UK, we don't get the Qatar Airways A380 plane, which has its own bar. That's so cool. For some reason, I did notice that a lot of the planes departing from Manila are not the latest ones. I don't know why. So it's probably better to take business class or Qatar Airways from other countries because you get the newer, cooler, bigger planes. The ones from Manila are not like that at all. So going back to the A380 plane, which has its own bar, it's quite impressive for business class. And I hope it makes its way to Manila very, very soon. So having said that, if you are flying abroad and you have one layover, Qatar Airways doesn't give you the choice of choosing to fly Q Suite all the way. I flew with the B777-300ER Boeing 777 Q Suite from Manila to Doha, but flew with an older non-Q Suite plane Boeing 787-8 from Doha to Edinburgh. Both experience with the customer service were excellent, but of course, the privacy of the Q Suite is much better than the older version of Qatar Airways business class. After knowing that not all Qatar Airways business class are the same, you might have to check with the aircraft you'll be flying with before booking your business class tickets. So if you're hoping for the Q Suite, you really have to double check just to make sure or just to set your expectations. So that's my review on Qatar Airways. I hope you comment on the box below and let me know how your experience goes. And let me know if I was able to convince you to book with Qatar. Oh, by the way, this is like a not paid ad or anything for Qatar Airways. I just love them the most after experiencing other flights, let's say with... I don't want to compare flights. I've really enjoyed the customer service of Cathay Pacific and Emirates and other airlines. But I think I'm coming from a place of just constantly updating their interiors, their service, the experience. I don't know. It just seems a notch level up. So if you have any other questions, do comment on the box below. And I think that's my tea already steeping for, I don't know, probably 7 minutes now. I think that should be ready. I actually did bring some milk with me all the way from my last hotel, which was in London. I had to stay there for 2 days to quarantine just to make sure that I flew with zero COVID. So yeah, very Filipino that way. I like making baon. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, let me know what you think about your experience with Qatar Airways.